Good morning, sir.
How
It's about
is
time.
self-isolation?
It's about time. Like all the time that I've been saying, I got to get up, we got to go to the station. Now it's nice that you get to come to me.
Exactly. You don't have to go anywhere.
Exactly.
How's self-isolation coming?
Well, we just landed last night, so it's sort of hard to.
So it's pretty
say.
good right now.
Yeah. So far, this is
It's going
great.
smoothing. It's very smooth, Dan. It's not a problem. Wait till everybody else wakes up, and then
Yeah. Well, somebody posted a meme about showing the family from The Shining. Jack Nicholson. And
Yeah.
2 weeks of isolation really be.
Yeah, welcome to after week one.
Yeah.
So, how many do you have in isolation?
We've got 4. There's Jennifer, me, my son Jacob, and then our daughter Autumn.
Right. So, obviously, coming back, what was it like as far as getting back? You were in Florida?
Punta Cana.
Oh, Punta Cana. Okay, so
Yeah.
what was that like coming back?
Basically, the customs was incredibly easy, which we were sort of shocked about.
When you say that, though, let me stop you there, because there have been some concerns that people weren't really asked a lot of questions. Were you asked questions? Did they screen you?
Honestly, I was. I don't know how else to be screened other than they asked, "Did you have a sore throat? Do you have a cough? Any kind of symptoms?" And we just said no. And they said, "Okay, here's some information on the 14-day quarantine. You're isolated now for 14 days."
Okay, so they did that. That is the procedure now. But there had been some people coming through the airport saying that nobody was really saying, in some cases, anything at all. And they did say that they were going to step that up. So that's good to hear.
There was about 6 customs officers on the landing bay. And there's 3 of them with information. The other 3, I don't know, like if they're getting ready to escort people to some isolated room. Like I really don't know what the procedure is. Like I said, I was sort of surprised that we got through as fast and easy as we did. Now, granted, we were talking earlier that there's not a lot of traffic at the airport. Surprisingly, there's still people leaving. So I don't I'm not sure what they were planning, or and even where they're going. But the airport's I sort of made a joke when I got back on Facebook. I just said I was sort of hoping to see the 401 all to myself, and I guess it takes more than a virus to kill Toronto traffic.
Yeah, no, there's still people out there. The traffic, though, is definitely a lot lighter. Joined by Scott Campsall this morning from Okami Kai, and just returning, and now in self-isolation. So what were you learning while you were away, or were you guys keeping up with what was happening?
It's sort of surreal, because down at the resort, it's almost the same as, if you'd gone any other time. And they're just trying to keep everybody as happy and healthy as they can. Lots of hand sanitizer being tossed around, and it wouldn't everybody swimming in pools and stuff like that. Then we're pretty clean down there. But what we just honestly, it was a stressful vacation, just because every day you're having a day where you're trying to relax, and then you come back to the hotel room and you start checking social media and going on the internet, and then you're seeing what's happening at home. And with us, we were trying to cope with our students, and we had instructors covering for us for a while, and that was, we actually made the decision to shut down the day before the state of the emergency was declared anyway, just because I knew that I was putting instructors in jeopardy. And it's one thing if I'm going to say, okay, we'll practice safe distancing, and we were doing fitness classes and karate classes where there was zero contact and we were keeping a distance, but at the same time, that's for me to put somebody at risk. I just wasn't acceptable with that. Originally, we were like, "Oh no, fight it," and then we finally caved. And then the next day, the state of emergency got declared anyway.
Yeah, well, you know what, and that's what I found. We had the mayor Dave Barton in on the Friday, and that state of emergency was declared. And I said to him, I was reading through the list of things that were closed because of the state of emergency. And quite honestly, at that point, most of Uxbridge and North Durham had already responded. Business owners like yourself had taken those steps that were going to be imposed because of the new measures. Yeah,
and I'm part of a like I can say we're part of a family here as far as our martial arts students and fitness students, but I'm part of a global family of martial arts instructors too, and we have an actual martial arts group on Facebook that I set up for everybody, and so one of the instructors basically said, okay, who's shutting down? and it was a fight on both ends. Like there was people saying, "Oh, I'm staying open because I think people need something to do." And actually, I talked to Dr. Jensen, and I was messaging her, and I said, "What's your take?" And she was trying to. She wasn't. I don't think she was willing to go on the line to be risky or anything, but she basically what she did say was, she said, "It'd be nice if you guys can stay open because Uxbridge needs activities with so many other things closing down." And so that was almost like a personal prompt to me that, we had to do something.
Right. And again, I just want to stress that was early on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And again, we were trying to figure out everything we could do just to try to teach, stay zero contact. We had to cancel programs like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's all grappling. So we just, okay, that's gone.
Virtual grappling really hasn't got on yet.
Yeah. Well, there's been some lines going back and forth in videos, and the one that comes to mind is the Colin Bomber Harris video from Monty Python where he's fighting himself. And
yes, exactly. If you could see what's going on in my mind right now, I tell you.
No, that's why we canceled, because it was going on in my mind too. And
Exactly. So as a business owner, though, now, and we've talked to a number of business owners in the Uxbridge area. There was a big announcement out of Ottawa yesterday. Is that on the agenda today in researching what the government is offering up small businesses?
Yeah, we're going to be looking into that. Our biggest priority right now is to try to figure out how to go online. So I have students that have volunteered to help out, get us going so we can do online classes. I have a friend of mine who's also pretty high up on IT, so we're going to be looking at that. We were pretty social media savvy anyway, so we have Facebook groups, we have our website, we have YouTube, so we're going to start shooting videos and we're going to start doing online classes, and like right now, that's my priority. So we've hit the ground. I want to hit it running and try to at least keep people active while they're in their homes.
Well, listen, stay safe and happy isolation, and hopefully, you're not doing a Nicholson movie by the end of 1 week, or Jack Nicholson.
I did do a lot of rum last week.
Oh, so you've killed off a number of viruses already.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for taking time to talk to us. We will stay in contact. I'd love to do an update and see how things are going at home, in a few days.
How many are doing isolation with you now?
Yeah. You started off with 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many were we talking to now? Listen, do stay safe, and we'll catch up soon.
Well, thanks very much, Dan.
Take care. Bye-bye. That is Scott Campsall from Okami Kai. And again, another business that is looking at using technology to try and help others out. They're looking at going online to do some online classes in the near future.